What up, Rusty? You good? What you playing on your Nintendo Switch?
Smash.
Smash Bros? I'll beat you. Alright, gang. Chat, does anybody have the Nintendo Switch? You're not even a Nintendo Switch. Nah, me neither. I ain't gonna lie. But I heard it was like crazy though. I heard it was crazy, bro. Wale. Oh my God, that was somebody crazy. Hey, the whole chat knows him.
Wale.
Wale? What he do?
Rap.
Oh, word.
Lotus Flower Bomb and all that stuff.
Making me look crazy right now, just let you know.
What?
It's making me look crazy. The exchange that we had in the hallway. It's
Oh, my bad, bro.
they're running with it, but we'll talk later.
Ah, man. Yo. Wale. See, I got Wale. I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, to Wale, I hope he didn't take my interaction personal. You feel me? Like, bro, I hope he didn't take my interaction personal. How can you blame me from just being who I am? You feel me? Like, I'm young. I'm young. Let me go see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go. Give me some of my Wale, chat.
It's the Game Spitter, y'all. Subscribe, like, share the video. Hey, I want to speak on this Kai Cenat and Wale situation that happened at the B.E.T Awards. You know, they walked past each other. Wale embraced Kai, then felt some type of way. Now, Kai, he did embrace him, dapped him up. Act like how he talked to him, he gave it like he knew who he was, right? But he embraced him, really didn't know who he was, which you can't blame Kai. Wale, I don't know if his phone started going off or whatever, he got back to him, and he feels some type of way because Kai don't know who he is. He's saying his name wrong. I don't know if he feel like Kai playing him or whatever. And then he gonna approach him again inside the building. He chilling with Snoop D-O-double G and saying he feels some type of way and he don't appreciate that, making him look crazy and all that stuff. Like, everybody's supposed to know who Wale is. Because Wale, you got to understand. I know you feel like you was a big artist, which you was. You started popping in the 2010s. You came out of a big class, but you the only one who didn't last in your class. In the 2010 era, like, it was the Big Seans, the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Coles, you, the Waka Flockas, and all that stuff. You the only one who didn't manage to stay relevant. I guarantee Kai know everybody who I just named. He know who Waka Flocka is. He know J. Cole. He know Big Sean. He know who else came in 2010. Y'all know everybody who came in 2010. He know all the artists. But your problem is, Wale, you didn't never stay relevant. It ain't just about falling off or what happened to Wale. You didn't keep yourself relevant. You have an attitude problem. You're not a people person. You ain't no people person. Yeah, so you didn't manage to stay relevant in the people's eyes. On social media, on IG, on this platform, doing interviews, going viral. You never did that. You ain't got no sense of humor. Like, you be acting too tough, like you got a chip on your shoulder, like, nigga owe you something. We don't owe you nothing, man. Didn't, when you drop all your songs, didn't we support it? Didn't we make sure it go up? When you was hot, we made sure the promoters booked you. When you got warm and cold, we stopped fucking with you. You didn't, you ain't no people person. So if he was 9 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, and you didn't never really make no big top tier hit records, let me remind you, Wale, you don't have no top 10 songs in the Billboard. You never went #1 on the Billboard. The highest song you ever charted was you was featured on Waka Flocka song, No Hands. So you don't have no In the Club. You don't have no Ballin'. You don't have them records that just took over the summer. You had the biggest record of the summer. You don't have that now. And then all the songs you got on the Billboard, You got like 20 plus songs. You always had a feature. If it was your song, feature. If it was you was on somebody else's song, feature. You never really stood on your own.
On the splash, when I say Wale ain't never stood on his own as an artist when it come to hit records. He always needed a hook, a feature from somebody. Yeah, Future, he ain't need no hook from people and features. He came out with Tony Montana, Never End, Shit, all these hit records, Migo, Bando, Versace, all the other ones they got. Yang Yang Twins. They had all these hits. No hook, no feature from nobody. Rick Ross came out with Hustling. And the other songs he got, no hook. Meek Mill got Dreams and Nightmares. And shit like that. I mean, everybody. 50 got his hits. But when it comes to Wale, it don't work that way. You got all these R&B singers. They done stood on their own. Wale never had a song, and it's the biggest song of the summer, or one of the ones, and it's just him on the whole song. He needed Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Drake, Kid Cudi. Wale, you see the big difference. They was calling you 2010 through 2016. Your phone stopped ringing. They don't need Wale no more for no features. Wale ain't gonna help sell a song no more. Cause it's over. It's over.
So man, you didn't keep yourself relevant like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg took off 1990, 1991. Ain't nothing but a G thing. And who he right beside Snoop? He wasn't even born, wasn't even thought of. And he know who Snoop Dogg is. Because guess what? Not because just Snoop Dogg keep dropping the biggest songs of the year. No, because Snoop Dogg keep himself relevant. You don't do that. You go in your shell, then pop back out at the awards and shit like that. Expect everybody to kiss your feet and bow down. You know who he is. We're gonna get mad, try to check somebody because they don't know who you is. Like you be keeping yourself relevant, like you funny. You don't make us laugh. You don't do no skits. You don't do no 20 verse ones. You don't come on academics. You don't come on say cheese. You don't be in relationships and it be all over the blogs. And you be cheating and shit like that. Yeah. You don't be having no drama. You don't be getting locked up. You don't be cool with the rappers. So nigga don't know who you is. You one of them artists like you had to be there to know. If you wasn't there, you ain't gonna know. If you wasn't around 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 2014, you ain't gonna know. Cause you got left in them years. You didn't graduate. We know who you is. But the youngest, they don't know. You gotta be mad at yourself. You gave up. You stopped trying. You didn't know how to keep yourself relevant. So yeah. Don't try to meet ride or try to speak to the streamers and expect them to know you. The streamers ain't gonna be kissing y'all feet. The streamers ain't gotta with these rappers like that. They're already bigger than these rappers. In the streaming lane, this is a lane that the rappers not gonna take over. The rappers think like Young Thug just said, man, I'm finna start streaming. He'll never be as big as the Aidens and the Kais and the Speeds and they ain't gonna be big as them. They're not funny enough. They're not entertaining enough on that end. They're not. They're not good at that type of stuff, man. Y'all not gonna take over that lane right there. Streamers not gonna bow down to the rappers. And then when y'all come around the streamers, y'all always trying to finesse them, overcharge them, steal from them, play gambling, stealing from them, trying to, just doing little shicey shit, man. Like, I ain't gonna keep fucking with y'all, man. They gonna fuck with the ones that big enough that's gonna bring the views, like the Nicki Minaj, the Drakes, the Kendricks, if they want to come through, the Futures, this one and that one. But man, These niggas ain't so excited to see y'all. A few of them, but the average ones, like the Wale's and the ones, man, them niggas ain't finna be kissing y'all feet, man. They like who they like. Now they'll love to get NBA YoungBoy. Now, they may kind of kiss his feet or really like, bro, you know. Other than that, like ain't too many. They just crazy. They dying. Like, they them niggas, man. And then when y'all come around, y'all so shiesty, fake friendships. Y'all don't even know how to be fake. It's always trying to take from them. Want to charge these dudes 2, 3 more 100,000 or 100 more thousand what you usually charge, or just do all this extra shit, man. Just trying to take instead of trying to build. They got so much juice and sauce. As far as like on they lane, they don't need a rapper like y'all. They can just put with Charleston White. They can create somebody and turn them up. All you gotta do is be entertaining, funny, and say the right shit. You ain't gotta have a Young Thug fan base and this and that starting off. So yeah, I feel like Wale was out of pocket for that right there though. Coming up to that man and saying, "Man, you make me look crazy." How the fuck that's making you look crazy? Because he's saying he don't know who you is. But you didn't make yourself look crazy, but you didn't keep yourself relevant. You didn't keep dropping hits. You didn't. Come on, man. You didn't make yourself look crazy when you ain't never had no #1 billboards, no top 10 songs. You never had a big, huge record by yourself, Wale, featuring nobody. So what you gonna get out of that? Pressing him. A couple interviews. That's it. And then after that, you ain't gonna drop no record right now and it go crazy. Yeah, you still can drop a song and it do 1 million views. Some shit like that. But a lot of them forget 1 million views now. 1 million views these days is the new 100,000 views. Now, if you do 20, 30, 40 million views, you saying something. And you know, you got some listeners on Spotify, 13 million. You know, you got a catalog. But don't make it seem like you got some timeless records that everybody just know. You don't have them type of records. You got hit records, but timeless records, everybody just gonna know who you is and go back in history. People weren't even born, or they were little people. I mean, kids and young teens. They ain't gonna know, bro. You ain't got none of them type of records, man. They probably know some of your songs. They don't even know you sing them. They don't even know you sing them, man. But yeah, you got joints, bag of money, love hate thing, but you got so many features, man. Every song, 22 songs on the Billboard, feature. Yeah, song Rihanna, bad, feature. That's the remix, the regular version, feature. Love hate thing, feature. Blood on the dice flow, feature. Come on, man. So many girls, feature. Chilling. Lady Gaga feature. So many girls got Tiger, Roscoe Dads on it. Waka Flocka No Hand, Roscoe Dad, and Waka feature. Focus feature. Kid Cudi, Ambition, Meet Me at Rick Ross features. Ride Out. These all the songs on the Billboard. Ride Out. Tiger, Wale, YG, Rich Homie feature. Running Back feature. Featuring Lil Wayne. Trap feature. Young Thug. Oh, that's Rick Ross featuring Young Thug and Wale feature. It ain't you holding your own. So a lot of these songs is not you. It's not your song. You just own the song. You got some of your songs, but out of them 22 songs on the Billboard, half you featuring on it. Focus, like I said, Kid Cudi, Badass, Meet Me and Wale. That's Kid Ink song. So many girls. That DJ Drama song. Wale, Tiger, Roscoe. I said that already. That Way, Jeremiah, Rick Ross feature. That's your song. Dice Pineapples, Rick Ross featuring Wale, Drake. That ain't your song. My P.Y.T. Wale. That's your song by itself. That's the only one. They peaked number 71. That was in 2012. My P.Y.T. number 71. That's terrible. But it hit Billboard. Bag of Money, Wale featuring Rick Ross, Meet Me at T-Pain. 54, peak number 54 on the Billboard, 2016. Love Hate Thing, feature You got Sam on that. That Pete number 64. Your song featuring J. Cole. Feature. Poke It Out. Like you talking like you just some stump down. You can hold your own record. You don't need no feature. Like these songs peaked 73 out of top 100. 73, 89. Like these songs ain't no timeless records. They don't play these songs at the sports games. Yeah, the wrestling shows, commercials. People ain't redoing them. Your songs, people not redoing them, so you don't know. Come on, man. Uh, The Body, Wale featuring Jeremiah. That peak number 87, 2015. No Hands. It was the biggest one on Billboard. That was 13. Bad, Rihanna and them. 21. On Chill, Jeremiah. 22. Bounce It, Juicy J, Wale, Trey Songz. That ain't your song. Uh, what else? That Way, Wale featuring Jeremiah, Rick Ross. What else? And you see this? 0 number one, 0 top 10, 21 songs, and half of them not in your song. And your biggest draw on Spotify, that's Lotus Flower Bomb, 267 million plus. So yeah. But like I say, man, that man was 7 years old, 9 years old, 8 years old. He don't know who you is, man. Wasn't supposed to do it. Wasn't no disrespect. The love he showed you, how he embraced you, he act like he knew you. So come on, man. You tripping. You should be trying to get on the show instead of, trying to go at it. And then on top of that, I ain't done. You ain't no trendsetter, Wale, to make nobody remember you. You ain't really never set no trend. No, you ain't never set no trend. We ain't never followed you for dressing. You ain't never come out with no dance, no Soldier Boy dance, no walk it out dance, no watch me whip, watch me nay nay, no snap and pop. You ain't do that. You ain't never had no lingo that we followed you and copied you on. We ain't never rock your hairstyles. You ain't never put us on those shoes. You ain't never put us on no dressing like Jim Jones did. You're not no trendsetter. We ain't never rap like you. We ain't never want to be like Wale. So how am I supposed to remember you? You ain't no trendsetter in no kind of way. You just make good songs. See, these the key factors that make people remember you. You could do something in 91 and it can skip over to the next generation. By dance, by the way you dress, the way you sag your pants, the way you wear bandanas, the way you the set you claim, the word that you say. So you ain't did none of this stuff, but I'm supposed to remember you. So now you got the game fucked up, man. You lucky we remember you. There's plenty of rappers that had hit records back then. We don't talk about them no more. You lucky we still saying your name now. And how you gonna come at Kai talking he got you looking crazy, which that's cap, he didn't. But you ain't come at Ant when he was on Say Cheese saying Diddy had you over the balcony. Cause you was in the studio with Cassidy. And yeah, you was flirting and shit. Nigga had you over the balcony finna throw you off me. They got you looking crazy. Speak on that. You ain't approach Diddy like that. Yeah. You ain't, you weren't acting like a tough guy when that situation went down. And hell yeah, I believe that shit. Hell yeah, I believe he threw you over had you over the balcony. And you ain't do nothing about that. Yeah, but tell other niggas that happened to you. And you'll tell people that you know that really know about it. Hey man, don't speak on that. Don't bring my name up. Man, you know what's going on, man. Don't act like you this tough guy. Don't try to get gangster with streamers and approach them and all that stuff. But when it's time to really get gangster, it's really time to be a man. Stand on 10. Yeah. Even if you would have lost that battle with Diddy right there, you ain't get no get back. Yeah, I can tell with all that shit, man. You got hung over a balcony about a bitch that ain't even yours. Niggas saw your jewels in the air. Come on, man. So, yeah, man. You that dude, you had hit records. Can't take nothing from you as far as like the songs that you did put out. You got a good catalog full of features and shit like that. Good catalog though. You got some bangers. Yeah. You just can't stay relevant. And when you do get spoke on, it's always bullshit. You getting hung over a balcony, you hating on Kyle or trying to press him, and we ain't gonna give you that credit. It ain't nothing good. It ain't nigga can't do no interview with you. He can't give you 20, 30,000, make 30, 40, 50,000 out the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like you just did an interview a month ago on Revoke, did 18,000 views. You did Drink Champs 3 years ago, they did 1 million views, but it's on Revoke though. But when you do one by yourself, outside of Drink Champs going, most of their interviews gonna do me because they got their supporters gonna watch everything that they put out. You know what I'm saying? 3 years ago you did Breakfast Club, they did 500 plus thousand. Uh, Let me see. You did one 9 years ago, Breakfast Club, they did 1 million views. Like you ain't relevant on nothing. You ain't relevant on nothing. You did another Breakfast Club 5 years ago, 1.6 million views. Your time was back in the getting that. You did Rap Radar 7 years ago, 154,000 views. You did Hot 97 6 years ago, 230,000 views. Yeah, so man, your time was 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, shit like that. So it is what it is. So that's my take on this conversation, though, man. Y'all hit this like button. Drop the comments, man. What y'all feel about Wale, man? And kind of know who he is. He feels some type of way. What y'all feel about the streamers taking over? They more popular. They getting more money. You seen what Kai, he was the B.E.T. Awards. It seemed like he was the biggest thing at the B.E.T. Awards. These rappers ain't finna take over the streamers. This the first time rappers take a L. Y'all not the superstars no more. It's the streamers now. So yeah, man. These streamers gonna be the ones that saving y'all career. When the labels ain't gonna wanna sign y'all no more, y'all gonna run to the internet. A lot of these rappers finna become bloggers, streamers, all that shit does, man. They think they gonna just come over there and tap in and start a channel and they gonna get all this buku money. It ain't gonna work like that for you. You better be doing shows booked up Thursday to Sunday. Yeah, pulling in about 150K, 200, 300K a weekend. Shit like that, depending on what level you're on. Because you think you're gonna come over in the streaming world, you bound to resign. You bound to resign, man. But yeah, that's my take on this conversation, y'all. Let me know what y'all feel. Follow me on IG, Duck_gang_spitter. Share the video. Donate to the channel, $, Duck Gang Spitter 704. He was with him. Go.